This is the At Home with Zac
And TT for the Millwall drive home, reporting on the game that just finished at the Den. Millwall 0.
Swansea City 3.
We don't do very well against Swansea, and today was no different. It was a tough game to watch. Certainly that second half, we were the second best all over the park, and deservedly got beat 3-0. Before we go any further, thank you very much for the comments and likes on the videos that we've had recently. We really appreciate your support. We do have the best supporting fans for our YouTube channel, so we really do appreciate that, especially the comments from all around the world. Did you want to?
Thank you to everyone that puts in good comments for like saying Zac is really good in the videos, because it's actually really nice to to hear it from dads, because it's Millwall fans from loads of countries, and they're supporting me. So
Yeah, they are. We've had to sit through that. Not a great performance today. So thanks very much for the support. It would have been my Zach's granddad's birthday today. So it was a typical Mills performance. We've got Brentford away in 7 days, so a good break. But today we missed Hutch more than anything. You know, that defensive prowess and leadership that he brings. We missed that. We started the game pretty well. A formation of the back five that we've been playing, with Bart in goal, Pearce coming in, Muzzer and Cooper. Right wing back was Danny McNamara. Left wing back was Scott Malone. In front of them we had George Evans, Billy Mitchell and Kefton Beld, with Jed Wallace and Mason Bennett up front. So it was kind of a 5-3-2 formation, which has worked previously. We started the game well. Billy had a deflected shot really early on. It was deflected wide, and then Cooper has a great chance from the corner. It's played to the back post, and he's headed it back across goal. He's just missed the back just missed the far post. Cooper then has a flick on from a long throw in, and then Bennett gets a header. It just goes straight to the goalkeeper. But it's a lot of midfield play without really any danger from either side in the first half. I think Jamal Lowe created the first Swansea chance. The ball's drifted in over the back. It's a bit poor defending from Murray Wallace. He's ghosted in Jamal Lowe and had a shot well saved by Bart. It's straight at him, but he still had to save it. For me, then Fulton makes quite a bad challenge on Kefton Beld. The ref does let it. I thought about it at the time, and he should really have got booked, but he didn't book anybody else after that. So
yeah.
As long as there was consistency in the game, but he done well not to get a booking at that stage, and then the ref obviously let the game flow, which helped a little bit. It helped Swansea, and there's no doubt about it. We weren't up and at it. Funny enough, I said about the ref, the linesman's made an absolute faux pas, and Jed Wallace is put through by Danny McNamara. Scott Malone. It's a really good ball by Scott Malone in behind. Wallace is flagged offside. The whistle goes. Wallace does try and have a shot, and it's saved. But it would have been interesting to see if he would have been flagged offside if he hadn't of what he'd have done if he hadn't been flagged offside, because he definitely weren't offside. The lines on the pitch, and obviously we could watch it in Mill in ultra high definition today.
401 on the old Sky.
Yeah, you liked that, didn't you? You liked the big game. Obviously, then just before half time, an absolute killer blow. We have a throw in down in our own area. We've just got a little throw in and boot the ball down the other end of the pitch. We lose the ball cheaply. Then 4 players are around the ball. Jamal Lowe squeezes his way through it. You just want someone to put their foot on the ball, and none of them did. The ball then gets played out wide. Cooper gets sucked into the middle, gives Ayew some space, cuts inside, does really well onto his left foot. You know where it's going to go. Surprisingly, the little muppet managed to stay on his feet, and then it just smacks it beautifully into the top left-hand corner to put them 1-0 up. Undeservedly so at that stage. Neither team deserved to be taking the lead at half-time, but it did change the game. It left them on the ascendancy, and we really struggled to get involved in the second half. Routledge does... just before Routledge had a chance in the second half, we done really well to start the half. The ball's played in, and Cooper heads it again back across the goal. And it to be fair, it never looked like it was going in from the camera angle, but it hits the inside of the post and come back out. Just wasn't to be our day in front of goal, and we didn't really look like creating chances from open play. But the broken down bits from set pieces really did fall to us, and we didn't make the most of it. Like I said, then Routledge had a shot well saved by Bart, where he's cut in. Routledge has done really well, creating space for himself and put it wide. Danny Macklin does really well down the right side. He gets he blocks the clearance, gets in behind, cuts it back for Mason Bennett, who drills it wide of the near post. And like I said, we were in the game at parts, but we just didn't have that normal quality in the final third.
We just didn't have the quality in the first half. We were good in the final first until it come to a shot.
Final third.
Oh, final third.
Yeah, until it comes to the shot. Then raft of changes by Rowett. It brings Zahor, Mahoney and Romeo on for Pierce, Keftenbeld and Danny McNamara. I think taking Danny Mac off was a mistake. I can understand why he's done it. He's thinking Romeo's more defensive than Danny Mac, so therefore he's going to a back four. He's tried to change it, but it was an error. Marlon is a little bit at fault for both goals. They're not fully his fault, but they then go 2-0 up. From Bennett's dispossessed in the middle of the park. He gets tired as the game goes on. He gets dispossessed. They run through, play. They put it into Ayew, who sits. No, he doesn't. What was the second one? It goes into Jamal Lowe, who cuts inside. He's got. Romeo's got a bad starting position, so Lowe can then cut inside and he's goal side. He's running through and Marlon just follows him. Instead of trying to make a challenge, he just literally watches him all the way up until the end where he takes a shot. And to be fair, it's a fantastic finish by Jamal Lowe, who today was man of the match. He was given man of the match on Sky, but Jamal Lowe was the man of the match today, without a doubt.
And the commentator said when he scored the goal, earlier on in the game, he had a chance where he took one too many touches and hit a shot straight at Cooper, whereas in there he took the perfect amount of touches and just banged it. Yeah,
it's a good finish. J-Bod then comes on and Williams comes on. If you're bringing J-Bod on, we're in trouble. He's not going to do anything, and he didn't. At one stage he flicked it on to absolutely nobody, thinking Sahor was going to run in behind him. Why he thought that? We then had a chance, a good challenge by Marlon Romeo. He goes through the player to get the ball, gets to the byline, cuts it back. It falls to the Scott Malone at the back post, who then drills it, but it gets blocked. We had a couple of moments like that where we just didn't make the right decision. Decision. That was a decent shot by Malone, but not really good enough. Then Zahor's played in down the side, and he's a great turn. He's hit a fantastic shot that was really well saved by Woodman in goal. If we'd have made it 2-1, I think it would have made it, a little bit of, squeaky bum time for Swansea because of the run of form that they've been on. But we didn't obviously get the goal at that stage. And then straight from that, the ball's played up front to Ayew on the left, who sits Marlon Romeo down, with a bit of skill. Jamal Lowe does really well in that he peels off of his defender, which was Jake Cooper. Jake Cooper doesn't go with him. He opens his body out and smashes the ball into the top right-hand corner.
It was beautiful.
It's a brilliant goal. After their second half performance, fully deserved from Swansea, and they're third in the table for a reason. Although they've had a dip in form, it shows the gap that we've got to close. If we have any kind of thinking of next year going to try and challenge for the playoffs and get better, obviously we're going to have to overhaul the squad. Me and Zac will be doing a couple of videos in terms of who we think will be who our players of the season are, and we'll break down each individual player. We might do a live video where we will do some questions and answers on it, because just in case you have anything you want to ask us.
Oh yeah, that would be actually quite cool.
You'd enjoy that. We might do that after the Brentford game in terms of the next midweek afterwards. But we really appreciate, like I said, the support for the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the Meal Drive Home, please do so. Not good enough today. We've got to go again against Brentford away on next Saturday, which is not going to be another easy game. You'll still get us commentating on the game. Thanks very much for watching. No one likes us.
We don't care.